Hi, welcome to Bella's Yoga Room. I'm Bella and welcome to our cycle series. This is the ovulation practice. In our ovulation phase of our menstrual cycle, our estrogen as is peaking. This typically lasts between 2 to 4 days depending on your cycle. We are feeling sexy, confident, and it's going to be a really fun time. We associate it with summer, feeling energized, the full moon, the mother, the creator. And today's practice, we are going to be focusing on opening our heart, also protecting our energy, because we can often get easily fatigued if we are not finding that balance. So let's start off in a comfortable seated position. Just placing the hands on the knees, closing the eyes, allowing the spine to be straight. So noticing if you're leaning back or hunched over, leaning forward. Just checking in with the body. How are you feeling as you enter this phase of your cycle? Often this can be associated with generosity, optimism, excitement. And so it is a really expansive phase. And so we're going to respond to that by giving the body opportunities to open and also finding that balance of nurturing ourselves, not just all those around us. Because as the mother, our role can be to look after and care for others. And it is important that we're also caring for ourselves. Let's open those eyes. And we're going to start with just some little circles of the chest. So bringing the chest around in a little circle and then coming back. Inhale as we're coming forward. Exhale back. Inhale. And you can think about this as sort of moving smoothly, sensually. Getting out those creases, and then let's go the other way. So again, inhaling as we're coming forward, exhale. Flowing movements. Beautiful, coming nice and still. Twisting over, allowing that right hand to come to the left knee, gentle twist. Coming over to the swapping sides. Back to center, allowing the left hand to come down, thinking again, expanding, taking up space here, creating a stretch in that right side body. And flowing over. Other side, reaching, creating space. Coming back, bringing the fingers now. We're going to just walk them a little bit out. Feeling some opening in those hips. Hips again, often associated with childbearing, carrying. So we need to respect those hips. All right, let's come back up. We're going to cross the legs over so that they're on the other way. And twisting over to the left. Notice how that feels. So also here we're really wanting to balance out both sides of the body. Back to center, Bringing that hand over. Again, just noticing with that left or whatever foot you now have in front. I've got my left foot in front now. How does that feel? We're always going to have, one leg that we prefer to have in front. And just because we prefer it doesn't mean we have to do it that way. It's good to be curious and to notice. Okay, and again, walking those fingers, coming a little bit into creating some sensation in those hips there. Deep breaths. And walking those fingers back. Coming to all fours here. So hands under the shoulders, knees under those hips, and we're starting with some of our cat-cows. So opening the chest and exhale. Suck that tummy in. Looking up, exhaling. Inhaling up and exhaling. Going to come into a puppy pose. So bringing the elbows down to where the hands were. Just slowly, gently walking those knees back a little bit as you put the weight into the hips, sink them back. An option to either you can look forward if that's comfortable for the neck, or you can always rest the head, the forehead down to the ground. And so in this time of ovulation, when we're feeling strong, it can be easy to get caught up and not nourish ourselves, which is going to lead to not a very happy luteal phase. So again, nourishing ourselves, making sure we're getting the sleep we need, even if we feel like going out and being really, really social, but also prioritizing our sleep. And we're going to come and we're just going to slide through here. Elbows underneath those shoulders. And again, option here, create some space and open in that chest. Gentle back bend here. Or you might want to look down as well and just relax the neck if that's comfortable. Nice deep breaths here. And then allowing the elbows to come out wide. Bring the hands underneath those hips, the hands under the shoulders, and coming back up to our all fours position. So bringing the hands again under the shoulders, knees under hips. And we're going to just straighten out that right leg. Option to add in that left arm as well, so opposite side. And we're going to bring that in, create that sensation, and then expanding as we inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, reaching, exhale. Great balancing work here. Couple more. And this time we're just going to hold that nice and strong, nice and long, reaching and expanding, and then bending that right knee, reaching back if you can reach that foot, creating space across that left shoulder, the chest. And straighten it out. And we're just going to come sit back on our heels for a moment, do some wrist circles, because again, we're honoring the woman, the mother, the creator. She gets tired from all that creating, so don't overdo it here. Okay, next side. So, when we've got our hands back under our shoulders, knees hip distance apart, we're going to straighten out that left leg now, nice and long. And you can always just do this with just the leg. If you would like to have that opposite arm, bring that in. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, long. Exhale. Keep going. And sometimes during ovulation, people can find they might get some cramping or even some spotting related to the egg being released. And so also, if you need to take it easy here, yeah, get your heat pack. Very welcome. A couple more. Okay, out long. Nice and strong. And then reaching back, opening up in that right shoulder now. Feel that in that left thigh. And let's release that out. Long, and this time we're going to bring the toes to touch. Knees nice and wide, and let's set those hips back down. Well done. Again, you might find that while you feel really energized and strong, that easily fatiguing can happen. And this is more likely to happen if you're not eating regularly or getting the rest you need. So just being conscious of that. And let's just walk those hands off to the left side here. And then walking over to that right side. And again, like the mother, this period can also be associated with guilt from maybe feeling like you're not able to do all the things that you want to do. And that can be related to, again, that fatiguing. And so throwing guilt on board is not going to help. It'll just make you want to withdraw and run away. And that just adds to more guilt. So calling it out and noticing that in this phase of your cycle, just need to set reasonable, realistic goals. Give yourself those timeouts, those breaks, bringing those hands back to normal in the front. And coming up. Beautiful. We're going to tuck those toes underneath into our down dog here, walk it out. And we're actually going to walk our hands, bend those knees as much as you need to, back to meet our feet. Inhaling, coming up. Beautiful. Okay. Doing a little bit more strength work, but we're going to just balance it out into our chair pose. So bringing the feet, toes to touch, thinking core nice and strong, and then we're going to start by just pressing, letting the weight come down, strong into those thighs. Deep breath here, keep going. And let's come out. Let it go. Okay. Hands again here. We're going to add in a little twist here, but if you need to take a break, please do. Sinking those hips back. This time bringing the outside of that right elbow to the left thigh. You might want to open up if that feels expansive, but you might not want to. Okay. Back to center, other side. Doing great. Keep breathing. Back to center, and this time folding forward. Beautiful work. Okay, let's roll that up. Okay, last little bit of standing work. Again, bringing those feet, toes pointing out, hands coming to center, just coming into our goddess pose. We are ripe and balanced. Okay, feel that there in those thighs. Let's come up. Deep breath in here. And then coming down. Beautiful. So again, like the full moon, like summer, can be easy to, there's that restless energy or trying to do everything and then exhausting yourself. So just being really conscious of that. Let's come up. We've got one more little set here. Exhale down. And coming up. Woof. Well done. Come up to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhaling, coming down. Step one knee back. Then the other. We're just going to come into that puppy pose one last time here. Bringing the elbows down. Walking those knees back. Noticing maybe how this pose feels. Is it different to the start of the class? Maybe you've made a bit more space in the body. Last couple breaths here. And then making our way to the tummy, rolling over, coming into our Shavasana. And you might want to just keep the knees, bring the feet nice and wide and let the knees fall in. Keep the hands on the body. You could also bring the legs extended out long and have the hands resting by your sides. So just finding what suits your body for this phase. Allowing the eyes to shut. And just noticing that cycle, the rhythm of the breath. Being the creator, being the mother. That's a lot. Creating life. It is magic. No wonder all the folklore could not believe and did not understand women's bodies. And we do, and there's still so much that we do need to learn, but there's a lot that we now do understand, and all the knowledge that we have about the different phases of the menstrual cycle, use that knowledge to empower you to not be, just taken for a ride and thinking, what is happening? Am I losing my mind? I can't stand this. Why does this happen every few weeks? So tracking our cycles, talking to other women, sharing that, getting rid of the taboo and the shame. Trying to pretend that this hormonal, chaos is not happening. That doesn't serve us at all. But honoring it, actually acknowledging, that's when we make space. That's when we make progress. And please stay here in this rest pose for as long as you need and as long as time allows. And when you are ready to get on with the rest of your day, just wiggle those fingers, bring some movement to the feet and toes. Rolling on to one side. Coming to sit up. Whoop. Thank you so much for joining me. The mother in me honors the mother and the creator in you. And I encourage you to nurture and to mother yourself as much as anyone else around you. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.